Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. So a couple of days ago I shared with you some slider images from Whimsy stamps. So this is another card using those slider images in, again, a different form without using the slider die. So once again I am using the scooter dog because he needs to be on top. Look at him. He has to be the one squishing the animal underneath. He's just in the right pose for that. So that's the one that I've got on the top, and then I've got the polar bear underneath. So I will have all of these images linked below the YouTube description, so you can check it out there, and all the other details will be on my blog. So I'm just trying to work out here where I'm going to put the darkest areas on my little dog here. So I've mapped those out first, and then I'm going in and blending all of that colour out. So I'm going to apologise now. My head gets in the way a lot on this card. I do apologise. I moved all of my craft room around a couple of days ago, and my camera seems to be a little bit over my head more than what it normally is. So I have changed that, so hopefully you won't see too many more of these videos with my big head in the way. So I am colouring up the images here using Copic markers, and the images have been printed onto Express It blending card. Express It blending card was actually created by Express It, which is part of the Copic markers, I don't know if you call it a division or whatever, so that it is specifically made for Copic markers. So here I am. I'm just fixing up a few little areas that have come out of the puppy dog as I was doing my colouring, and colouring in his little nose, adding in some white detail, just colouring in his collar here. I didn't use a lot of markers on his collar because it is such a small area. Added on some little bling. And now I'm going to start on the polar bear. So I did want the polar bear to still look white, but sort of dirty white. So I went with some of the warm grey markers here. So again, I will have all of those listed on my blog, so you can check those out there. So I'm just working my way through. Once I've finished colouring up the image, I'm going to run it through my Big Shot using a My Favourite Thing stitched rounded rectangle die. So to me, I was going to do it on a square, but then it just seemed out of whack. So that's what I'll be doing. So here I am. I'm just now blending all of that colour out so that I can make sure that he does look dirty white. That's the best way to explain a polar bear colour. Giving him a nice dark, not quite black, but very dark nose, and the little pads, are they called pads on the bottom of his seat? I think so. And then I just added some detail in there. Now I'm using my W markers to create some ground, and now I'm going to run him through my Sizzix Big Shot. So the corner of the cardstock, as you can see when I've run it through, I had actually cut previously another image off the same piece of cardstock, and I'd cut that corner off with that other image. So I'm just using some banners here to cover up that missing corner, and now nobody will even know that it was missing. So I just used my EK Success Cutter Bee scissors just to trim that corner off. Now the paper pad that I am using today is a Christmas paper pad. It's the Papercraft Silver Bells paper pad, and it's a 6.5 inch paper pad. So I'm using a few different items from the paper pad. I'm using some of those little pop out pieces from the back of the paper pad, and I've cut a sentiment off. There's a page in there that's got a few different sentiments on it, so I've just cut one of those out. I'm just using my Scotch ATG to pop that image down onto the pop out, and then I'm just layering up a few bits of cardstock from the paper pad. So I am layering everything down first before I adhere it, just to make sure that I am happy. I'm adding a doily in there, and then I've decided to add some more cardstock behind. And then everything's being adhered using my Scotch ATG gun. And then I will use, I'm just adding another banner on there. I will use a Kucha Creations card base to pop that onto in the end. Cutting off all of the little leftover pieces that are hanging over the edge. Folding down my card base using my bone folder. And now I'm adhering the image and all of the bits and pieces. So that's the card done. It was a nice quick one today, and I hope that you will all subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!